Let's be real. Just because you've collected a few more birthdays and your knees make more noise than your gun safe doesn't mean you're out of the self-defense game. In fact, I'd argue you're just hitting your tactical prime, if you've got the right tool in your hand. I know the struggle with modern semi-autos. The slides feel like they're welded shut. The triggers are gritty, and loading a magazine requires the grip strength of a gorilla. That is simply a no-go when adrenaline is high and fine motor skills go out the window. That's why today, we're cutting the nonsense. We have expanded our search and curated the definitive list of the top 10 revolvers that are absolutely perfect for seniors. We're not just talking about old guns, we are talking about smart engineering. We've got lightweight options for deep concealment, low recoil models for those with arthritis, and heavy-duty steel guardians for your bedside table. Whether you're 60 and sharp as ever, or buying for an 85-year-old parent who needs simple point-and-click protection, this list covers it all. Number 10. Taurus 856 Defender. We are starting our list at number 10 with the Taurus 856 Defender. Now, I want you to completely purge your memory of the Taurus revolvers from the 90s. The company has undergone a massive overhaul in quality control, and the Defender series is the crown jewel of that effort. I specifically selected this model for seniors because it addresses the two biggest complaints regarding small revolvers: muzzle flip and sight acquisition. Most snub-nose revolvers have a short 2-inch barrel, which makes the gun jump violently in your hand, making follow-up shots difficult. The Defender features a 3-inch barrel. That extra inch adds crucial weight to the front end, acting as a counterbalance to keep the muzzle down. This means if you miss your first shot, you can recover and fire a second shot much faster. Furthermore, that 3-inch barrel allows the .38 special cartridge to burn its gunpowder more efficiently, increasing the velocity and ensuring your defensive hollow points actually expand. But the real game-changer is the sighting system. Most budget guns have terrible black-on-black sights. The Defender comes factory-installed with a high-visibility night sight featuring a bright orange ring around a tritium vial. For older eyes that struggle to focus in low light, that glowing orange dot is effortless to track. It holds 6 rounds, giving you a 20% advantage over a 5-shot J-frame, and comes with Hogue rubber grips that fill the hand comfortably. For the money, it is the best value proposition on the market today. Number 9. Smith & Wesson Model 351 PD. At number 9, we are having a serious conversation about physical limitations. We are talking about severe arthritis, carpal tunnel syndrome, or injury-related weakness. If the recoil of a standard centerfire cartridge feels like a hammer blow to your wrist, the Smith & Wesson Model 351 PD is not just an option, it is your lifeline. This revolver is chambered in .22 Magnum. Now, the internet tough guys will say rimfire is not reliable for self-defense. Here is the reality. This cylinder holds 7 rounds. If a round fails to ignite, which is extremely rare with premium ammo like Hornady Critical Defense, you do not have to clear a jam or rack a slide. You simply pull the trigger again, instantly bringing a fresh round into the chamber. The frame is built from Smith & Wesson's Airlight scandium alloy, resulting in a gun that weighs an unbelievable 10.8 ounces. It features a high-vis fiber optic orange front sight that glows brilliantly in daylight. Because it shoots .22 Magnum, there is virtually zero recoil. A senior with zero wrist strength can dump all 7 rounds into a target's T-zone in under 3 seconds with surgical precision. It is loud, and it creates a significant muzzle flash, which in itself is a deterrent. It allows you to carry a weapon when age or injury would otherwise force you to go unarmed. Number 8. Ruger SP-101. Coming in at number 8 is the absolute tank of the compact revolver world, the Ruger SP-101. While the previous gun focused on being as light as possible, the Ruger prioritizes mass and durability. It tips the scales at roughly 26 ounces. For a shooter with sensitive hands, that weight is not a burden. It is a blessing. The SP-101 is built with a solid stainless steel frame that has no side plate. This solid frame design makes it incredibly rigid and durable. When you fire standard pressure .38 special ammunition through this heavy steel chassis, the physics work in your favor. The mass of the gun absorbs the recoil impulse, transferring very little shock to your skeletal structure. It feels more like a gentle push than a sharp snap. Another brilliant feature for seniors is the maintenance. The gun breaks down into simple sub-assemblies without the need for complex tools or microscopic pins that are easy to lose. The grip frame is a unique peg design, allowing you to install a wide variety of aftermarket grips to fit your specific hand size. While I recommend carrying 38 Special for defense, this gun is chambered in 357 Magnum, meaning it is over-engineered and will never, ever wear out. It is the perfect glove box guardian. Number 7. Smith & Wesson Model 60 Pro Series. At number 7, we have the refined choice for the connoisseur, the Smith & Wesson Model 60 Pro Series. The original Model 60 was famous for being the world's first stainless steel revolver, but the Pro Series takes that lineage and tunes it for the modern era, bridging the gap between a concealed carry weapon and a target pistol. This model features a distinctive 3-inch slab-sided barrel. This unique profile reduces the forward weight slightly for better balance, while still providing that critical longer sight radius we discussed earlier. Unlike the standard rubber grips found on most carry guns, the Pro Series comes with beautifully contoured ergonomic wood grips. These are designed to fill the palm of your hand completely, allowing you to get a high, firm purchase on the weapon. This is essential for controlling muzzle rise without needing a death grip strength. It comes with superior night sights right out of the box, so you don't need to visit a gunsmith. While it is chambered for the powerful 357 Magnum, I strongly advise seniors to load it with high-quality 38 Special Plus P, such as the Spear Gold Dot short barrel. This combination gives you the structural durability of a Magnum frame with the manageable recoil of a defensive round. It is as beautiful to look at as it is effective to use. Number 6. Colt King Cobra Carry DAO. Number 6 is a legend reborn, the Colt King Cobra Carry DAO. Colt has returned to the revolver market with a vengeance, and this specific model is arguably the best fighting revolver they have ever produced for deep concealment. The DAO stands for Double Action Only, and it features a bobbed hammer. This means the hammer spur has been removed, making the back of the gun completely smooth and snag-free. For a senior drawing this gun from under a winter coat or a purse, there is zero risk of the hammer getting caught on fabric. But the real magic lies inside the mechanics. Colt uses a linear leaf spring for the trigger mechanism, whereas most other brands use a coil spring. Why does this matter? A coil spring tends to stack, meaning the trigger gets harder to pull the further back you squeeze. The Colt leaf spring feels consistent from start to finish. This linear feel makes it much easier to keep your sights steady while squeezing the trigger, preventing you from jerking the shot. It holds 6 rounds of powerful ammunition in a frame size where most competitors only fit 5. At 26 ounces, it sits in the Goldilocks zone, heavy enough to tame the recoil, but light enough to carry on a quality belt all day long. Number 5. Kimber K6 XS. Breaking into the top 5 is the Kimber K6 XS. If you are looking for the perfect intersection of capacity, weight, and shootability, look no further. Kimber took their highly successful steel K6 series and re-engineered it with a lightweight aluminum alloy frame to create the ultimate carry piece for those who count every ounce. Most lightweight revolvers force you to make a compromise. If you want a light gun, you usually have to settle for 5 shots. Kimber refused to compromise. They designed a cylinder that holds 6 rounds of 38 Special Plus P while keeping the total weight under 16 ounces. That is 20% more firepower than a standard J-frame, which could be the difference maker in a self-defense situation. The cylinder is also countersunk, meaning the rim of the cartridges sits flush inside the cylinder, adding a layer of structural support and safety. The trigger is widely regarded as the smoothest factory double-action trigger on the market today. It is non-gritty, fluid, and predictable, which is a massive benefit for seniors with reduced finger strength. The rear sight is integrated into the frame, ensuring it will never break off or snag. It is specifically tuned for 38 Special, making it a dedicated low-recoil guardian. Number 4. Smith & Wesson Model 686 Plus. At number 4, we shift our focus from concealed carry to the ultimate home defense weapon, the Smith & Wesson Model 686 Plus. This revolver is built on the famous L frame, which was originally designed in the 80s to withstand a steady diet of full-power magnum loads without cracking. For a senior's nightstand gun, weight is your best friend, and this gun has plenty of it. The full underlug barrel puts significant weight forward, virtually eliminating muzzle rise. When you load this 40-ounce beast with standard 38 special defensive rounds, like the Federal Hydra Shock, the recoil is practically non-existent. It feels almost like shooting a .22. The Plus designation is critical here. It means this cylinder holds 7 rounds instead of 6. I highly recommend the 3-inch or 4-inch barrel version for home defense. The longer barrel provides a full-length ejector rod, ensuring that empty shells are pushed completely out of the cylinder during a reload. This is a vital feature if your fine motor skills are compromised under stress. It handles well, it is intimidating to look at, and it is absolutely reliable. Number 3. Ruger GP100. Taking the bronze medal at number 3 is the direct competitor to the Smith we just mentioned, the Ruger GP100. If the Smith & Wesson is a finely tuned instrument, the Ruger is a sledgehammer. It is widely accepted as the strongest medium-frame revolver ever manufactured in the United States. For older shooters, the GP100 offers a unique advantage in ergonomics, the peg-style grip frame. Most revolvers have a metal handle outline that dictates the size of the grip. The Ruger just has a central post, allowing you to install any size grip you want. If you have large hands with arthritis, you can install a thick, cushioned Hogue Tamer grip. If you have smaller hands, you can install a slim, compact grip. The customization is endless. Mechanically, it uses a triple locking cylinder that locks into the frame at the front, rear, and bottom. This ensures the cylinder stays perfectly aligned with the barrel, even after firing thousands of rounds. It breaks down into simple sub-assemblies for easy cleaning without needing complex tools. If you want a home defense gun that you can buy once, neglect for a decade, and still trust to save your life, the GP100 is the one. Number 2. Ruger LCR. Just missing the top spot at number 2 is the polymer revolution, the Ruger LCR. When this gun debuted, traditionalists hated its looks, but function beats form every time, and this is arguably the most scientifically advanced revolver for seniors with weak hands. The secret sauce is Ruger's patented friction-reducing cam system located in the fire control housing. In plain English, this mechanical innovation changes the leverage of the trigger. It starts smooth and stays smooth, requiring less force to hold the trigger back than traditional designs. This means you won't pull the sights off target while struggling with a heavy trigger. The frame uses a monolithic aluminum upper and a polymer lower, keeping the weight incredibly low at under 14 ounces. Furthermore, it comes standard with the Hogue Tamer grip. This grip has a special blue sorbothane gel insert positioned right over the backstrap to cushion the web of your hand. It reduces perceived recoil better than any other grip on the market. While it is available in many calibers, I suggest the 38 Special Model or the 32-7 Federal Magnum version, which gives you 6 shots with less recoil. It is ugly, it is modern, and it works brilliantly. Number 1. Smith & Wesson Model 642 Airweight. And finally, claiming the number 1 spot is the timeless legend, the Smith & Wesson Model 642 Airweight. This is the definition of point-and-click simplicity and has been the gold standard for personal protection for decades. Why is it the champion for seniors? Because it removes every possible variable that could go wrong in a high-stress situation. It is built on the J-frame chassis and weighs just 15 ounces, meaning you can carry it in a robe pocket, a purse, or on a belt without it dragging you down or causing back pain. It is a centennial design, meaning the hammer is completely enclosed within the aluminum frame. There is no hammer spur to snag on clothing, and no opening for lint, dust, or crumbs to get inside the action. It is double action only. You simply grasp it and pull the trigger. There are no safety levers to forget to disengage, no slides to rack, and no magazines to seat. While the recoil can be snappy due to the lightweight, loading it with a lower recoil round like the wad cutter or the Hornady. Critical defense light, makes it manageable for almost anyone. It is the gun you carry when you can't carry a gun. It is the ultimate get-off-me tool. Simple, safe, effective. So, there you have it. The top 10 revolvers that prove getting older doesn't mean you have to be vulnerable. It just means you have to be smarter about your gear. Whether you choose the tank-like Ruger GP100 for your bedside or the featherweight Smith & Wesson 351 PD for your pocket, remember this: the best gun is not the most expensive one or the biggest one. It is the one you can control, the one you can load, and the one you will actually carry. I want to hear from you. Did I miss your favorite wheel gun? Do you trust the 6-shooter or the 7-shooter? Let me know in the comments below. If you found this guide helpful, hit that like button and subscribe for more no-nonsense reviews. Stay safe, stay sharp, and I will see you in the next one.